What's up, guys? I'm on my bed. I just finished editing the video, and I'm gonna be totally honest, this is like one of the toughest video I had to edit so far, just in terms of like looking at myself getting emotional and those little like subtitles, little memes that I put in. So I'd highly appreciate the support of liking it, commenting on it, and sharing it. Anyway, let's get the video started. Let's roll the intro.
I need 10 more minutes with you.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to this month's Story Tuesday with Jay. For this month, I'll be talking about things I would say to my younger self. So for those that don't know, I actually just turned 21 on April 5th, so like exactly a week from when this video will be uploaded. If you didn't say happy birthday to me, like don't worry. I just keep my birthday to like my family, and I just like try to keep it low key. Like even when I was in high school, I wasn't like a huge birthday guy. Like not many people knew my birthday, and I prefer to keep it that way, to be honest. But anyway, I'll try to keep it short. My goal is to keep like all these Story Tuesdays under 12 minutes, or even under 10, but I know I got over 10 like last week, so oh well. Let's get started. Things I would say to my younger self. So I have like 4 main events in my life that I would go back to and like just tell my younger self those things. And funny enough, it's actually 3 words for all 4 events. For the first event, it's make more friends. The second event is school is priority. Third is play for fun. And fourth is life is harsh. Make more friends. This is like way back in like 2009 when I actually met my best friend. I'm not gonna lie, I wanna say it's because of him, but because I got so closer to him, I didn't actually like open up to many other people or to many other like classmates and friends. And for that reason, like my friend group was like super small. So for sure, in 2009, I'm like what, 8? To my 8-year-old, I'd just be like, yo, make more friends.
Okay.
The second one would be, school is priority. Now this is when I learned that my best friend would actually be leaving Montreal to supposedly live in South Korea for the rest of his life. And that was the biggest cap that I probably was told in my life, because he came back like 2 years later.
Bruh.
He left in 2014 and he came back like 2016. So yeah, but I didn't know until like the last minute. So I thought like he would actually just leave Montreal and live in South Korea forever, but it didn't happen. But so 2014, this is like before I even started soccer. So I learned that he would leave around like April, May of 2014. So before I learned that news, I would go to my 13-year-old self and be like, school is priority. I feel like I could have said other things too, like don't do drugs or don't try drugs, because when I learned that, I'm not gonna lie, I did try drugs, and
Don't do drugs.
it's not a regret though, just because I feel like because I tried the drugs when I was younger, like the taste, like the taste was awful, and it was just like, yo, like why would you do this? And obviously now it's more like other reasons why I don't do drugs, but I would definitely say school is a priority because I was never good at school. Like even ever since I was in elementary, like my grades were like always like bare minimum pass, except for like arts, English, and phys ed. Like those 3 were like my strong points, but everything else like math, history, geography, like all those other classes, like they were in the 60s, which is like the pass for Quebec. After I knew that he was gonna leave, I could have focused more on like school, but rather I focused on trying to have more fun, trying to like forget about him and that kind of stuff. So like obviously that didn't work out. The third one is play for fun. Why do I say play for fun? Because this is actually when I started playing soccer. I remember like clearly the first time I started playing soccer, it was actually so fun to the point where like nothing else mattered but just me having fun with the ball. Whether I let in a goal, whether I messed up a pass, nothing mattered but me having fun. Like I didn't mind conceding a goal. It was just like, oh, they just scored on me. That's it. I don't know when it was, but I feel like because I was playing with adults, like 30-year-old adults, and my dad was like in his late 40s, I put self-pressure on myself to be like, I have to like perform well. I feel like through that pressure, every time I got scored on or I made a mistake, I was like harsh on myself. Playing at 13, so like August of 2014, and I feel like before I joined my first team, I was already like, yo, come on, I cannot be making mistakes. I was a 13-year-old. for sure, like before I even start playing the sport in like late July of 2014, I would go to myself and be like, play for fun. Whether it's soccer, like any other sport or like games or whatever, just play for fun. Like don't take it too seriously. Because I took it too seriously, I feel like mentally that drained me down like quicker than it should have. Like I was mentally draining myself of saying like I shouldn't be making mistakes, I have to be better than this and all that kind of stuff. It was like negative criticism, to be honest. I would literally go to my younger self and be like, play for fun. The most important event in my life is actually when my grandfather passed away. Talking about this actually gets me very emotional. My grandfather passed away in late 2015, and in 2015 I was in grade 9. The summer before I start my grade 9, I went to summer school, and my parents were pissed. They were like, if you go to summer school again, like no more soccer. And I was just like,
okay.
And I definitely had to start like focusing on school a little bit more. And I clearly remember this. Before the start of grade 9, I told myself I would have the best grades of my life.
Stop the cap.
And we're gonna go AAA. Like I still played AA in 2015, so that didn't happen. Yeah, I would definitely go back before I start grade 9 and tell my younger self that life is gonna be harsh, or life is harsh. I think I could have like maybe prepared myself a little more. After that event, and I went to South Korea in the winter of 2015, like that winter break, 2015 and like 2016, I feel like my life just turned around, and my life turned around through discipline. Like when I tell you like my discipline after that trip just like shot up through the roof, like it really did. And I will literally just make a video on how my discipline went just sky effing high. That'll be probably like next month, and it's actually really funny. At the time it was not funny, but now I look back at it, it is funny. How do I say this? My dad is the first son of my grandfather, and I am the first and only son of my dad. Obviously, like my parents put no pressure on me like to do this, but like the third event, when I say play for fun, I took it harsh on myself, right? I feel like even this, like I just took it harsh upon myself as in like I have to succeed. Because I told myself that I have to succeed. After I came back, the previous Story Tuesday, like on what my high school schedule looked like, that was like, I was following that schedule like 4 times a week, and that's just weekdays. I was living basically a 9-to-5 job, and what I mean by that is I was living a routine life as a 15-year-old, and I didn't mind that at all. When I hear what my friends said like the day before, they would be like, oh yo, I was playing my PlayStation, playing Xbox, my computer, watching this, watching that. Like I literally don't even have a PlayStation or Xbox at home. All I did was literally that high school schedule 4 times out of the 5 weekdays. So like if I showed that schedule to my 13-year-old self or to my 15-year-old self before going to South Korea, like I would be like, there's no way I'm doing that. But through such a like tragic event and my life completely turning around for like, in my opinion, the better, I feel like I don't want to say like I lived a boring childhood, but I feel like I didn't have the same teenagehood as teenagers, if that's a word. But yeah, if I had to go back like to any other tragic events, like when I almost broke my neck, like I'd still go like, hey, life was gonna be harsh. So I feel like that fourth and last point is the last 3 words I would say to my younger self. And life is gonna get harder and harder, like I'm sure of it, because as you grow older, you have more responsibilities, and responsibilities take more discipline. Discipline is hard to keep. If you have anything to share about like what you would tell your younger self, then let me know in the comments, or if that's like too public of a share, then just like DM me on Instagram and we can have a talk. If not, that's pretty much it for the video. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday. Peace.